I think developing your communication skills, very, very important. In your curriculum, in your coursework, you're gonna be very heavy on math, sciences, physics, and not a lot of like public speaking or writing, but in any business, what's vital more than anything is knowing how to speak, knowing how to work with others, knowing how to explain problems effectively. So I think whatever chance you can get, take as many writing classes as you can, take as many public speaking courses, engage in clubs and outside like curricular activities, or even in like doing something else, like working in like a customer service center, or like just working part-time. Like that experience working with people on a day-to-day basis, it helps out a lot in the future. I get to work on a lot of projects, especially in building design. I get to see the design. I get to work on the design of whatever project. I get to see it get built, and I get to see people actually using my project every day. I think that's something that's so rewarding in electrical engineering. And also in my field, I get to work with other trades and other people in other fields. I get to work with mechanical engineers, I get to work with architects, I get to work with project managers, clients, contractors. So an electrical engineer in my field, you get to not only work on really cool projects, but you get to meet a lot of new people from different walks of life, different perspectives. And the more perspectives you can get in life, it's the better. It only helps you. So I think I find that really rewarding. We do a lot of, like in my previous job, we got to work on a lot of store and retail store design in airports. So I had the chance to get flown into Boston Airport, meet with an architect there, meet with another mechanical engineer, and meet with the actual client whose store that was, the store manager. So I got to survey the space, got to see, okay, this is an existing space, and they're planning to renovate it into a new store. And so I was able to, like I said, I got flown there. I met all the people on the team. I saw what it was existing. Then I took note of it. I surveyed the whole space, and I got back home. I got back to the office. I did my design work for it, and then we submitted it for a new store. And right now it's in construction. And like next time if I ever go there, it's going to be a new store. So small projects like that, it happen all the time for me. So and it's cool. It's because like whenever I get to travel, I'm going to pass by a store that I helped design out in LaGuardia or JFK. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. Going there, speaking with this another engineer there. He taught me everything that he was looking for when he was doing his survey. And I spoke with the architect. I asked them questions about their trade and what they do. So not only was I able to get experience in my own field, but I was getting more and more information about other people's fields. And like small things like that, it definitely helped me, especially going on in the future when I have to look over a group of engineers when I become like a manager of a project. Understanding where people come from and the problems they'll face, it's going to help out a lot. The reason I got into engineering, because it went in so many fields and it went in so many and it affects the whole world. Like every country needs an engineer. And my dream job would be on a global level, being an engineer for a global project, whether it's a bridge in Shanghai, a building in Dubai, a museum in Ireland, just working on a global project, being able to travel, meeting people from different countries, people of different dialects, learning new languages, just being part of something that affects people on a global scale. I think that'll be my dream job. This is a personal bias. A lot of engineers don't agree with me, and a lot of people in my field don't agree with me, but I think there's a misconception where you have to be like spot on and very smart and very, very good at math and science. Like absolutely right. And why I feel like that's a really wrong perspective, there's kids that unknowingly, they're pretty good at math, pretty good at science, pretty good at the sciences, but they don't even give engineering, electrical engineering a chance. It's because there's a misconception that they're not smart enough and they're not capable of doing the math in college. I think that's a big misconception, and I think that's why the world lacks a lot of engineers. People don't give the math a chance, or any of the sciences a chance. And personally, I'll say out of personal experience, yeah, there's a lot of calculus, there's a lot of physics in college, but it's not necessary that you'll use all of them when you go into the real world. You may use some aspects, but I think that's a big misconception, and that's a reason why there's a big lack of engineers.